Okay, so step 1 would be the denominator cannot equal 0. Step 2 would be to make x plus 1 equals 6. And then what you then do is if you multiply everything by x, times x times x times x, you get x squared plus x equals 6. X squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Factorise it, so you get x plus 3, x minus 2 equals 0. X is minus 3 and x is 2. So that's minus 3, 0, and 2. Now at 2 and minus 3 it'll be open because that one didn't have an equal sign on it. And x equals 0 is open because it can never equal 0 because 0 is on the denominator. Then you need to test. So if you put in, say, x equals 1 and you put it into this equation, x plus 1 is less than 6 on x. 1 plus 1 is equal to 6 on 1. 2 is less than 6, which is true. So that will mean that it is true in here, and it'll also be true there. You could test that point as well, like if you put in, say, minus 4, something down here. It's not necessary though. 6 on minus 4, but you could test there. So you get minus 3 is less than minus 3 on 2, which is true. So it's true there. And you watch, if I put in x equals minus 1, you get minus 1 plus 1 is less than 6 on minus 1. 0 is less than minus 6. It's not true in there. And if you put anything in here, which is like x is 3, for example, 3 plus 1 is less than 6 on 3. 4 is less than 2. No, not true. So the actual answers, if you just test one of the points, just for these basic ones like this, if you test one of the points, like you put in a point, so I've got x is 1, so you go 1 plus 1 is less than 6 on 1, 2 is less than 6, so it's true. If that is true, so it's true for 1, there, then it'll be true there. So x is less than minus 3 and x is in between 2 and 0. Then we've got x squared minus 25 on 4x. So 4x cannot equal 0. X cannot equal 0 because when you divide by 4 on both sides, you get 4 divided by 0 is 0. So that's one critical point at 0, which is an open circle. You make x squared minus 25 on 4x. Make that an equal sign and just solve that inequality. So when you times by 4x, x squared minus 24, 0 times 4x is 0. So you end up with x squared minus 25 equals 0. When you factorise that, you get x minus 5, x plus 5 is 0. And then you end up with x equals 5 and x equals minus 5. So we have minus 5 and 5. They are both open circles because this is open here. Let's just test a point. So let's test in something in here. X equals 1. X squared minus 25 on 4x greater than 0. So 1 squared minus 25 on 4 times 1 is greater than 0. Minus 24. 4 is greater than 0, so minus 6 is greater than 0. That's not true. So it'll be here and here. So that means just to write the solution, it'll be in between 0 and minus 5, and it will be greater than 5 as your solution.